ducked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Rams ready to go on offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play and second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He gets this to Davante Adams. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But just an excellent play there by the defense to not only pick it but take it back, because Charles looked like they were in a groove passing the football, several completions until that mistake.
They certainly did appear to be locked in, and with how this offense is moving along, I know we certainly didn't expect to see a pick to end this series. Whatever the cause was, maybe they tipped one of those scripted plays, maybe the defender just made a great read. It has certainly quickly changed the tone of this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Mahomes. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score
after 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Chubb again, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They begin with Henry. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow will throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Running for it, here's Chubb. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 8 yards out. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try to mount a comeback.
It's about that time. Let's go right here. I'm back for one, boys. Let's go, baby. Keep grinding. Come on, let's go. Let's dominate this game. Let's rock and roll. What's the deal, y'all? Don't stop that motor. Guys ready to get it on right now? Well, let's work it, baby. It's game time.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Five yards remain on second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Niners are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. On the stop was Aaron Donald. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This pass finds McCaffrey going across the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now Burrow on first down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He looked.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Burrow looking to pass. He is going to find Hill here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 37. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Chubb will get the call running left. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And again, it's Chubb. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, Burrow. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. The kick by Gould is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Henry running right. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now that'll be caught by Kupp.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead.